Tov, Chodesh Tov. I want to begin with regrets for me not being with you today in person. But on behalf of Addis Israel Congregation, on behalf of my rabbinic partner, Rabbi Lauren Holtzblatt, and myself, we want to wish our Torah Mizal Tov, and of course, to our friends, Rabbi Annie Lewis and Rabbi Yosef Goldman, Mizal Tov. Since it's still Rosh Chodesh Elul, a small piece of Torah, you may be familiar with the way in which the word Elul is attached to the verse, Ani l'dodi v'dodi li, I am my beloved and my beloved is mine. But it's also attached to a verse in Parshat Nitzavim, Deuteronomy 30. Umal Adonai Elohecha, et levavcha, ve'et levav zarecha. Li'ahava et Adonai Elohecha, b'chol levavcha u'v'chol nafshecha lema'an chayecha. Then Adonai your God will peel back, will delayer that which is over your hearts and the hearts of your offspring, so that you may love Adonai your God with all of your heart and with all of your soul, so that you may live. The words et levavcha ve'et levav, your hearts and the hearts of your offspring, each begins with the letter that ends up spelling Elul, because the preamble to every love story, be it between each one of us and the master of the world, or each one of us with one another, the world, the preamble is always an open, tender heart. And what you have been gifted at Sharei Torah are two rabbis who have hearts ready to feel, to be, in everything the world has to offer. That's why you wanted them. And that's what makes them great rabbis. Albert Einstein once said, I see my life in terms of music. What made Einstein great was not that he saw everything beautifully through numbers, but through notes. What made him extraordinary was that he chose to live his life in the context of those notes. That is my friend Rabbi Yosef Goldman. To walk through the world seeing the composition in front of you and actualizing it into something that opens people's hearts and then allows everything in front of us to fall in, it's a gift. And you possess that gift now. Well, you don't own it, but you get to benefit from it. And Thoreau, the great philosopher, once said, justice is sweet and it is musical, because to see the world through notes is one thing. To actualize those notes into something that looks like people on the margins being brought back into the center, or into the center for the first time, that is what community, Jewish community with Torah, is meant to be in the world. The songs that are created and composed, and then the songs that we sing, ought to transcend each one of us and actualize a world that we imagine and has yet to be imagined, that we dream but has yet to be fully dreamed. You have the music, you have the justice, which means we have the capacity for a better world. With Rabbi Goldman and with Rabbi Lewis, you will benefit greatly, but that benefit heightens your responsibility to protect them, to support them, to nourish them, and to allow them to bring their gifts into the world so that we may all soak them in. It's a lucky congregation. And Rabbi Holtzblatt and I feel very lucky to have you, Rabbi Lewis, and you, Rabbi Goldman, as friends and colleagues and teachers. We wish you all of the best. Hatzlacha and brachot.